Hey, what's up everyone? I hope y'all are doing well. I'm announcing the winners from the last video, and we're gonna talk about whether or not the next iPhone is gonna live up to its hype. All this and more right after this. My name is Willard from tehkseven, and you are watching Phoneage. So, I'm sorry for no video last week. It's the busiest month, busiest time of year, really, for me at work, and so it's just been real hectic and crazy. I pulled off this huge production with my team, and I was the technical director of this production, and it just came out really cool. A lot of people really enjoyed it. I'll show you a tiny clip of my voiceover for the intro. Later on tonight, we'll find out our elementary and secondary teachers of the year. And now, live from the Student Performance Center, please welcome your Master of Ceremonies, Peter. So yeah, that took a very long time. It took a lot of stress, and yeah, it took a lot of work. And so I'm sorry for no video last week, but iPhone 13, or the next iPhone, we hear a lot about it, but is it really gonna live up to the hype? Now, an article from TechRadar is actually what got me thinking about it. You know, some of the rumors that have been coming out that are expected for the next iPhone, I mean, you know, they've been rumored for so long that at this point, is it really even gonna be surprising? Is it even gonna be worth the wait? My case in point is the 120 ProMotion refresh rate that the next iPhone is rumored to supposedly have. Now, Apple has a lot of control over its iPhones, and one of the areas that it can dominate in the 120 refresh rate area is it controls the amount of power that it uses. So Mark from TechRadar actually brings up a really good point. Apple is very good at power management, and if the iPhone 13 Pro can scale from 120 Hz all the way down to 1 Hz, I anticipate that you won't see much of a power penalty from having a faster screen refresh rate. Now, Mark also continues by bringing up a really good point, and it's that Apple would really have to do this, you know, for something to be as impressive as it, you know, for it to be a big deal. Another way to improve, another way to show off this feature is through games and streaming services, and I think that's important too, because then it shows that there really is a big difference between the previous model, and that's something we don't usually get. It is huge differences between models, and I think in order for it to be something impressive, you are going to have to do some sort of power management. You are going to want to show high refresh rate gameplay. You are going to want to show just a lot of showing it, taking advantage of it in a lot of different areas. A smaller notch. Yeah, okay, well, I mean, really it'd be nice if there was no notch at all. Of course, the camera system, but you know, even with the camera system, there's always those slight upgrades that, you know, you really can't tell if there's going to be a big difference. I don't expect the next iPhone to have a huge difference in camera. Mark goes on to state some rumored ideas that there are, but really, if you look at all the previous models, there's always going to be a big upgrade, and then there's really no big upgrade. It's just Apple kind of over dramatizing the camera that's, you know, being upgraded. But the one thing that I love that he pointed out is the fact that Touch ID still might make its comeback. And if Touch ID does make its comeback, I think that's a huge deal, because Face ID, as much as I was excited for it, I had my doubts about Face ID. Is it really going to be quick? And honestly, there are some things that I feel Touch ID can do better than Face ID. And if Touch ID does come back to the iPhone, I think that is a huge advantage to the next iPhone, and I would definitely get the next phone if anything, if that did come, because that's just a major difference. We're taking it back to a time where Touch ID was perfect. There was nothing wrong with logging into your phone. You know, Face ID, it's okay, you know, but I just really don't see the use for it. There's a lot of, I mean, I just don't see Face ID being as, really, I just don't see Face ID as useful as Touch ID. So what do y'all think? I want to know what y'all think. Do you think the next iPhone is going to be something big, dramatic, bold? What do you think is coming to it? What rumors do you think are real or not? Honestly, I personally think the next iPhone is going to be a dud. I wish it would something be major, but I mean, judging by the previous patterns, I just don't think it's going to be anything major. Honor has confirmed that its next phone launch will take place next week on 18th of May. The Play 5 series will be unveiled, at which point we'll get a clear picture of what this company does with phones following a split away from Huawei. Now, I haven't been able to find any information on whether or not this phone's actually coming to the US, but it looks like it might. After some research, Honor left Huawei to save itself from the sanctions put on the Chinese company. The phone is expected to release apparently on May 18th, but only time will tell, and its official teaser on Weibo. So now, it is time for the giveaway winners. Okay, we got this. I'm gonna pull up tehkseven. Let's see which comment the generator picks. Okay. How do I do this? I'm running out of time. Okay, start. Okay. Okay, the camera died. But the winner was Alex Wilson. I can zoom in on my screen and prove to you that he came out. Alex Wilson, you are the winner of the giveaway. So I will be in contact with you somehow to get you your $25 Amazon gift card. Other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed this week's episode. Episodes will continue as normal. I just had a really horrible week last week. But don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, my amazing viewers, this has been Phoneage.